So my PC just crashed. In case you were wondering just what the fuck even happened. I am... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm at a loss for words. Yeah, we're back. PC crashed, and that, of course, unfortunately meant that, like, that also the local recording that I had at the time when I was doing that stream also, like, wasn't salvageable. So that's gonna be a pain in the ass when I'm trying to, like, upload these VODs to, like, the YouTube channel. In fact, I'm almost questioning whether or not I want to upload this part if this is all getting, like... Well, I mean... well, fuck. This is the extra annoying part, because we got how... God, just however many fucking minutes into that conversation with Joyce, only to lose all that progress, including the money we got. Oh, man. Check my saves. Well, that's the thing. Like, the only thing I had left was an autosave. This was it. I mean, like, yeah, like, I could have done quick saves, but I did not do, like, a quick or manual save for anything when I started the stream. So that shit's lost. So you know what? We're just gonna check your task. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically looking like just how it was at the very start of the stream. That's so weird. I've not had that shit happen.
G'day to you, officers.
So we're just gonna explore a different part of town and talk elsewhere. But I think this kind of highlights kind of the feeling I was having that maybe this game is not something I'm going to play to completion on stream. I'll at least give it until, like, Saturday to kind of come to a final decision. But I would not be surprised if this week is basically just dedicated to me playing Disco Elysium. Just seeing what all it has to offer, exploring in different directions. And then I can continue from there on my off time.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Finish the first day and we'll call it a stream. I mean, I guess, like, if I knew what, like, constitutes as ending the first day.
From the corner of your eye.
Oh, wait, you mean, like, as in, basically based on just kind of, like, the real-time system of it all? Like, it's not based on reaching a specific story point, or am I thinking of something else?
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
You know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
And the first day ends on something fun that's worth experiencing that you can't miss. After that, you can do whatever. So I guess we'll enjoy the ride we got. Alright. Guess it's just a matter of riding out the clock, talking to as many people, since that's the primary way of advancing time in this game.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Yo, can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Alright, bye. Hey, speaking of time, Lonesome Long Way Home's 62%, technically about 2 hours, 18 minutes in-game time left till that thought fully processes. Okay. What does this guy have to say?
A Cimarron street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
Yeah?
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
I'm not cool.
What? No. I can't believe you said that. You got personal style. You know what you like.
Do I?
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Wait, where'd you get these comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Do you have a permit to sell all that then?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather.
Yeah,
the
this guy's
sidewalks
nuts.
strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Kim, is it true? He doesn't need a permit to sell?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
Well, damn.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Wait, but what are we doing here if there are no permits?
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer State.
Fucking Gossamer State.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Then I'm protecting estate lawlessness. I'm not an officer of law, I'm an officer of common anarchy.
Yeah, that's the main thing about you. Freedom is great. It's what lets independent entrepreneurs like me sell quality goods at competitive prices.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
That's all then. Let's have something else.
For you.
Well, that didn't... Okay, that didn't do anything yet for the chances on that.
Me? It's
Where are you
a
from?
Boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Cimarron Isola.
Looking around can help. Okay, well. Get through, like, the dialogue options on this particular branch. You're not a local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Yum. Apricots are delicious.
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
No, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur?
Oh, wow, that got lower.
Grandma in Sigai.
I'll look around, thanks. See what this has.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Yeah. Alright, let's find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags.
Something
Yes.
cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's
Oh,
only
I don't have enough.
450, huh?
Shit. Of course. I'm still stuck with one and 40 cents. Oh, man. God, I'm really wishing we didn't lose all that progress
Thralls,
when we
slaves,
talked with
basically,
Joyce and literally
perched
got
atop them
a shit
like
ton of money out of
hunters
that.
surveying the land. A pair of found,
Oh,
durable
wow.
red sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Respect the
These once
speakers.
respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
You go back when you heal your morale for a better chance anyway. Alright. What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
And can't I just buy the sad, conquered Sumerian speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
Old men are the future.
Yes, they are. And I am one. Oh, God. Ugh. You don't know what I am. I don't even know myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossible.
That seems like a good deal.
Simple.
If only I had the
futuristic
money,
silhouette
but I
with
should
a
at least see
sleek
what the price
monochrome
is.
Colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Fucking 50.
Only? That's madness.
Yeah, I'm done. I said trying to. It's like, oh yeah, F5 is quick save. That'll be a lot easier. Now that I realize fully that, yeah, just my computer fucking crashed and just like lost like the recorded file I had for this stream, as well as like my game progress. I'm not gonna take any more chances.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on?
It's the jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, all around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo who saves all the time due to paranoia because this happened to me too often over the years. Thing is, I've only really been in the habit of doing that when it's in either two scenarios. A, it's like some old 90s first-person shooter that doesn't have any like mid-level checkpoints. Or B, I'm playing a Bethesda game. Or a jank as fuck Obsidian game, because let's be real, like a lot of those games are like so patchwork in their technical foundation. Those are basically the only times. Nothing about this game has been screaming at me something that's like, oh, like this is on a real fucking janky engine or something like that. No, like it looks and runs stable. It's just, that was like just a freak occurrence of not even the game crashing, just the whole PC just rebooting itself.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses,
They
man.
won't? I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
So tell me more about this strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
So what's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Oh yeah, Joyce.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
So what do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
You know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity.
Sounds like me. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Say, can I get one of those found tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
That a found E6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
So, nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Alright, had another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Fuck it, I'll give it a shot.
Ease into it.
Oh
Don't
no.
go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
My man, I want to know about your soul.
Cool, cool. We all want to know each other's woes and all. But people, man, they have slippery souls.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It
Oh,
is possible the yelling didn't help.
fair.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright. That was a nice fellow. It was gonna be a failure anyway. I might as well have gone all out. It only makes sense.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone,
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Yeah. Could you run a serial number for a pair of armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100 1000. The make and model of the armor is Fairweather T500 VE.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Alright. Call us back in a day for info. Right, so that's all we can do.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
57.
In the cabin, you see a...
Alright, there we go.
Yes? What
You
do
know, I
you
think
want to
I'll-
know? Ah, yes. 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. A security guard. They didn't identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen. That's right.
Yeah, alright. I figured I would just, like, skip through that again just to kind of get that task out of the way as well as, like, get back some of the experience
Good.
points I needed. Alright. You know what, actually, thinking about it, I still want to get that money from Joyce and, like, get back to what it was that we were, like, talking about with her. I'm just going to go back through the conversations we did before, just rapid fire. I'm not going to let the dialogue play again for the stuff that we already went through. Because, I'll be honest, let's say I was actually playing this game in my free time, I would probably be doing something that I've been actively refraining for the people that obviously want to watch this, which is, like, read ahead the dialogue before the voice lines finish playing.
A striking woman.
Good afternoon. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the Phaeton, my maiden name. I meant you, the Revachol citizen. Nothing, honest.
What is it? She hasn't actually said it to every...
Of course you're not. It was only... I'm glad to see you here.
I still, by and large, remember, like, the major decisions I had made.
How interesting.
Let's see.
I wish you a swift recovery.
Is what
This.
Look at that lady. Why, these are... Now look at your poor.
I'm not ashamed.
Oh,
Give me my money.
I was saying, if there's any way I may be of
Okay.
assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the...
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Ah, fuck it. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Just to make sure.
I am sorry.
God damn it.
It just doesn't come out of your mouth.
Can I just reload that? Fuck it. God damn it. I should have quick saved again as soon as I got close. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, you bet your ass I gotta save scum again, because getting that, like, check, that skill check for, like, the being able to ask her for money. Just found out how I got through Measurehead. Oh, you just, let me guess, you just, like, repeatedly, like, save scum, like, just reloaded until you got the dice roll you wanted to get past him? I understand. Alright, let's try this again.
Good afternoon, Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wildpark. Phaeton.
Man, this will probably be
I mean,
unfortunate for
the
people that,
Revachol
like,
nothing, honestly.
possibly see the VOD
She hasn't
afterwards
actually said
outside
it
of
to
Twitch and are
every
like,
down.
why am I skipping through all this with the dialogue? Well, like,
Of course you're not.
I've already
I'm glad
explained
to
this
see
much.
She is
That's just
unfazed
how it
by
is.
I was dispatched.
That is good to hear.
There's a
How interesting.
is what you want. Look at that lady. Why, these are... Now look at you. You're poor. Poor, oh God.
As I was saying,
Try again.
there's...
Voila.
Yes, good.
Doing it.
Of course,
She's surprisingly not...
that's a good sound.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not...
You're right, man.
Which he most certainly will.
Ah, at least it was
Now,
the second
how else
try.
can
That
I
was
help
nice.
The RCM today. That's the man who was killed. Better not...
She wants to...
Quite a few... The information I'm to...
Of course. And this...
How curious.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation.
I see. So, oh dear. I do believe...
As I said, man.
Of course.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. I mean, favors for favors. Feelings.
Oh,
with
fuck
them.
off. That's a failure. Oh, God.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility.
God damn it. You're right. I absolutely should have just done that. Fuck me. No punishments for ending a talk that's starting again. Right.
Striking woman.
I think it's like part of like the role-playing desire in me is to simultaneously avoid doing the most gamey shit possible, I think.
Good afternoon.
Like that's the
Joyce
thing I'm
L.
running up
Messier.
against with
I've
this,
been
considering
climbing, you, the Revachol Citizens Militia. Nothing
like just like the
honestly.
circumstances of me like playing this game anyway
Jure, drunk.
are a bit more
She hasn't
specific, you
actually
know?
said-
Of course you're not. I'm glad to...
She is
I was just...
That is good to...
There's a trick.
How interesting.
Alright,
Is what you want. Look at that lady. Take... Why, yes. While these are... Now you're poor. Oh, but you're... Oh,
As I was saying, if there's any...
voila. You're doing it.
You're fixing the bullshit that happened with your PC. That's true.
Of course,
She's surprisingly nonchalant.
that's a good...
She removes...
So, I hope...
You're right.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today? That's better not tie the force day to...
She wants to answer the question.
Of course,
Alright, saving that shit again.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Quite a
Yeah,
few
the lynching.
things.
Tell
The
me.
information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets.
Yeah.
For the sake of my
Yeah, I did the
employer,
quick
I have
save.
to-
I'm good on that.
How curious.
Awkwardness.
I see. Oh dear. I do believe.
As I said,
Of course.
Hang on. I mean, favors for favors. A dirty feelings.
Oh, fuck you. Weird how the 72% chance one, like,
Good.
is just giving me
Quite
more
a few
trouble now
information.
and not wanting to
And
pass.
How
But we'll
curious.
get it.
Awkwardness.
I see. Oh dear. I do believe.
as I said,
Of course.
Hang on. I mean, favors for favors. Feelings.
3 in a row. What the fuck? Ah. God damn it, game.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Quite a few. The information I'm.
of course, and this,
How curious.
Awkwardness.
I. Oh dear. I do believe.
as I said,
Of course.
Isn't
I
an any
see
percent run just to get the one fucking speech check roll I
Favors for
want?
favors. A dirty alliance of some sort. Feelings.
How the shit is it this... Oh my god. Just walk away and pay guards, I guess. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll do something a bit different then. Fine. Because with how often that shit's happening, I'm getting the sense that it's, like, not even... Even though I'm probably sure, like, it's still doing, like, the dice roll proper, it sure isn't feeling like it's random anymore. Oh, and then it just decides to autosave there. That's weird. Literally random. Yeah, I thought so. It's just kind of hard to, like, always, like, feel that. Yeah, it's true. Okay. At least maybe Gart's mood will be
You should
somewhat
totally sing
improved.
karaoke here. The first chance you get.
Oh.
Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
Oh, my soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard.
You're goddamn right.
Through a PA system.
Yes.
By other people.
Yes! I mean, well, what should I sing when it comes to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation. But it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy. Get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Interesting. I love that this is a task already. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. Oh, that's a good one.
Can I help you?
About the money I owe you?
Yes. Have you got it?
I have it.
Well,
Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. It's good you paid before 9 p.m., or your door would have been locked electronically.
What?
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Oh god, we're fucking Shenmue 2 now? Shit.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Fuck you.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a
It is-
sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yeah! Just you fucking wait, Gart. Yeah, I need to eventually find 20 real to pay for the room. Oh boy. So, I don't know, maybe if it's fair enough for me to ask for a hint on this, Wrath? Is there like a general direction you can point me in? Oh, the karaoke's for tomorrow. Okay. Alright, it's nothing I can really do for the first day then. Alright, that's fine. Alright, I guess we'll go back to Joyce then. I'm all set for tonight? Okay. Karaoke is for a while from now. Gotcha. Yeah. Alright. The quests go on forever. Yeah, it sure looks like it.
You're back. Good. Quite a few things. The information I'm to share.
Of course, and
How curious.
Awkwardness.
Now let's try this shit again.
Oh dear. I do.
as I said,
Of course.
Hang on. She's a proficient. I mean, favors for favor. Easy.
Finally!
Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
I will be.
You're in.
Reports from inside.
They're profit.
The company has or.
detective.
Yep. There we go. You just stumble into stuff usually. It's why the game is about exploration. I could definitely see why that is. And I did a little quick save, so now I definitely won't have to worry about losing that again.
Quite as I hope. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your this woman.
Yeah, I thought it was
He doesn't
going
let it
well.
show, but there is a limit to
I mean, what do
much
you
the
propose? That we
consequences of
don't
your
investigate the
unprofessional
drug trafficking?
What I propose is we ask her, then we investigate.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You're back. Good.
Yeah.
What can I help you with?
And I think the general topic of what she can tell me about the strikes is the last thing I need to do, where I just need to skip through all the dialogue and like
Right up to,
pick
but
the
not
choices that I know he
including
did. Then
truths.
we can resume the talk with her like normal.
First, you'd have to repeal the Good luck, is it?
What the man?
But I am derailing. I believe
And how are the?
they're not. Now they won't even let me. Yes.
Yeah,
Jean-Luc,
Measurehead.
let's say
And when did?
I arrived.
But the
I wasn't the original.
this isn't.
Heavens, no. There have been two. Mr. Clare, fuck
Yep,
off,
learning
Bridget.
more about
Gaumont is
how
shit
shitty the
at
Clare
statues.
brothers are.
Yes.
Sounds like you.
They're a leaflet. Every worker, a member of the board.
I like
And
it.
You might also like their other slogan. Demand
Not hard
less money,
communist
I agree.
enough.
It lacks. It's quite. Just so you understand.
And that's
They're
funny,
I'm not
yes.
sure- And now,
As we already
I
established.
first-
This checks out.
The scabs, the gates,
the
yada
step
yada.
if they-
It's implied. She's
The
open-
union
Everard-
boss.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. He is the most. Yes, it's how they circumvent the day bar organ.
A mom.
Refresh and your opinion, detective.
Yeah, they're
So,
socialist
thank you
mobs.
for being
Fuck 'em.
candid. Sadly, I'm glad you are.
Disappear?
Oh shit, new skill point.
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter election. Does it? The point?
Thank you for your concern, man.
Of course.
Alright, let's allocate a skill. This time I'm gonna put it on like another psyche related one that isn't just volition. Because I think we already got a decent, like, maximum amount of slots for morale. The problem is I'm still stuck at only 3. So what do we do? You know, yeah. Inland Empire. Or... I mean, that's already pretty high, so... Fuck if there's something else. I guess one thing I want to check is just, like, what are, like, my current plus bonuses for, like, these items? Yeah, so this would basically leveling this would at least give like look at each item because yeah, okay, that's +1 is spirit decor, +1 to conceptualization, -1 to suggestion. By the way, you can take me off and junk for checks if you like. Oh, okay. Take them off. All right. I was a bit confused specifically, but yeah, it's like... Yeah, really, so far, it's like the only major hit I've got to my stuff is save our fare entirely because of my pants and shoes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Oh, you can find new shoes exploring or buy them. Alright. Back to you should explore is all fair. But in a way, just exhausting all these dialogue options is exploration in its own right.
Good. What can I help you with?
So let's get back to what she was telling us about Wild Pines before my computer just ate shit.
What we do. I'm afraid the Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, and that is the terminal.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo tribes remain.
So who are the other Indo tribes?
Son-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
So you're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
That's it? I thought Wild Pines was supposed to be the big time.
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Wild Pines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
So where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep them moving, the workers do. The company's nothing without them.
We built this district.
Oh.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Welcome to the game, beating against stand-ins for every possible belief in ideology or lack thereof. Having fun so far? Aside from the aforementioned PC crash that like made me lose part of my progress during this. Yeah, I'm still having fun. Ugh. Weirdly enough, though, it's still making me excited just for, like, the opportunity to revisit Alpha Protocol of all things. If we're just getting back to, like, the topic of games where, like, the fun of, like, the gameplay comes in the conversation mechanics. You know? But it's nice to go back to that as, like, a bit of contrast, even knowing full well that it also has a bunch of other poorly designed RPG systems like combat. It's a fun and wild game. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Alpha Protocol's a game I'd like to see for sure. Totally, yeah. I'm definitely down for showing that off. It is like, best way I could describe that, kind of leaning into the fact that it's billed as being like an espionage-themed RPG. I would say it's probably the game that does the best job of contextualizing like the typical player habits of these type of RPGs with conversation systems, where the ultimate end goal of the people playing it is to not really roleplay out like a specific type of character, but to be a sociopath that gets their way. Because it's all about saying exactly the things that you want to the people to make them react and, like, give you the info or items that you want from them. Which falls in line with, unsurprisingly, how I've played any other RPG. Any other Western RPG where there is, like, some manner of dialogue choice and, like, making alliances. Sounds like a spy. Exactly. Yeah, you're a spy. You're literally hired to be a sociopath and be and manipulative of other people to do your job. Like, that's why, like, that aspect of it is so great and unique. But right now, we're a drunk, apocalyptic loser detective. Yeah. Yeah, like our weird choices in conversation are not based out of maliciousness. We're just, well, we have just lost all grip on our life.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
So does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. Feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
Man. You gotta christen things like this with, like, more human names, you know? But who cares? Fucking rich PR rep.
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
No. You've already... Like, thank you for giving me the money, but no, I cannot stand you anymore after trying to fucking do this bee's knees bullshit on me. Fuck you.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Well, thank you.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
You have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Alright. Think I have a handle on the boat.
Good.
So tell me about this alleged drug
It's
trafficking.
quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle
Ingredients for...
Oh wait, no, this
meth
was like
and
another
dextroamphetamine,
topic that I didn't like.
GDL, and
I
various
had
synthetic
actually gone through.
psychedelics. Yes.
While
Yeah, we'll just
We're
skip
in
this.
logistics. Yes, but you won't get anything out of unlike perhaps you. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. How do you think?
There was a shake.
With all due respect, precisely. Smuggled out of that? No. This is foul.
Well,
What is?
why I had...
I am sorry. We did.
We know the comp...
Well. Here's
Alright,
yes.
yeah, we'll accept it.
Excellent. It may. In the meantime, let me know if the.
Okay, good.
Hey,
Who, me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Wait, again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Yeah, we should all stop building love.
This conversation isn't really about love. Try to keep
Oh,
up, okay?
I'm loving this.
This is about the communism you've promised to build. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted. Is that true?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
So my political beliefs, I believe have been at least represented by half of these examples that our rhetoric is just laying out for us. I mean, no, I can't in good conscience go with 3. I have been in full on eat the rich mode for a while in real life. And even down with the bourgeois. Yeah, that does sound like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing. Against every human alive.
This is how you can tell this was
real
made in the country that used to be east of the Iron Curtain.
Ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers.
Or at least have like a more modern perspective that clearly understands just the destructiveness of capitalism.
You against the atom, the charm
and
the
man.
Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
That's a fucking movie title.
Now get to work, comrade.
Fuck it, you know what we're doing.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Alright, roll sleeves up further, embracing the pristine air. Soviet socioeconomics. Yes! People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right, until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse, responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come, witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. Let's internalize that. Also, wow, we're almost done internalizing Lonesome Long Way Home. That'll take about 3 times. -2 visual calculus looks like reaction. Alright. That was the funniest hell, like, random thought to show up. By a look at the names. You can see stuff that I can get. You mean like in this whole list of the, in the thought cabinets, right. Revacholian nationhood, Guillaume Lemillion, inexplicable feminist agenda, hobo cop. Oh my god. Oh fuck, no wonder people keep like bringing up the term hobo cop and describing the character. It's like it's literally part of the game's lexicon. Oh my god. Ace is high, ace is low. Coach physical instrument. Torque dork, rigorous self-critique, some kind of superstar, cop of the apocalypse, regular law official, indirect modes of taxation, kingdom of conscience, the bow collector, white morning, apricot chewing gum scented one. My favorite thing is this game is you could be a communist and ultra-capitalist hustler because you're a mess. Oh yeah, I could see how that would be the case. Caustic Echo, Detective Costo. Boyadero, actual art degree, overproductive honor glands, finger pistols, 9mm, magnesium-based life form, bringing up the lawjaw, advanced race theory. Fuck. Oh my god. I don't know if I can read any more of these. Oh wow, I also just realized that, yeah, if we do fully internalize this, like, it's gonna give us... It's gonna straight up, like, hamper our visual calculus. But whatever, it's fine. Advanced race theory is if you decide to be buddies with Measurehead. Really? You know, now I'm thinking about it, let's actually just talk to him again, because I take it the way that you agree with him is by essentially, like, or, like, become friends with him is that you are essentially subscribing to his racial bullshit that he goes on about, you know? Yeah, but that's just internalizing. It goes away if you internalize fully. Oh, right, that's... Oh, that makes sense why it was... Okay. Oh, that's how it works. Okay, that's actually a pretty cool way, because I kind of realized that, in fact, going through, like, the list, realizing the concept behind, like, the thought cabinets, it very much feels like a perk system. You know, a la something like a Fallout or something. But, like, that's, like, an interesting way of handling it, as well as making it double as a flaw initially. Where, you know, like, there's, like, a downside to it. It's like... Fuck, this reminds me more than anything how I wished, like, the whole flaw system that was, like, promised with, like, the Outer Worlds was more in-depth than it actually was. Yeah, I know. Outer Worlds, that's a game that we've not thought about for, like, a long while. I know we both played that one. Basically, kind of, like, had our moments of fun with it, but just kind of, like, passed it off after a while because it was like, yeah... Yeah, it was what it was. But everything about, like, the whole idea of the flaw system was, like, interesting in that regard. And I wish it was the sort of thing where, like... I would have liked it, like, with that system if it was maybe a bit closer to, like, what is described with, like, the thought cabinet perks, where you have these initial, like, either bonuses or downsides. It was kind of forgettable, but, like, I still appreciated my time playing it. But I mean, I guess that goes without saying. I'm generally, I feel like it takes a lot more for me to, like, just come away just, like, kind of dismissing and being kind of more on the negative side of something that's only kind of average. Like, again, like, the only things that really still stick with me was, like, the whole thing that they were kind of showing off with the whole flaws system. And just the disappointment when I kind of realized, wait, this really only applies to, like, stats that really only show themselves in, like, combat scenarios. It didn't really manifest in, like, the sort of things that I still found more entertaining in that game, however mildly that it was. It was just the issue, it's enjoyable, not bad, just not the game we wanted it to be. Yeah, I mean, like, it's... Yeah, but then again, it's also the sort of thing where I know that they put out, like, an expansion DLC, but I never went back to check on that. I think the other thing that I appreciated about that game, the more I think about it in hindsight, was just the fact that it was, like, an Obsidian game in that style. You know, like that kind of non-traditional CRPG-looking aesthetic. And it wasn't buggy as shit. I think, like, that was the big takeaway. It's just kind of a shame that it wasn't as adventurous or, like, bold in any of the systems or the writing that, like, past Obsidian games had. I mean, especially since, like, when I tried to do a second playthrough of it, like, kind of the presentation and illusion of everything you went through just kind of fell apart. After you realize that, oh yeah, this is the most blatant diamond story pattern ever, where it's a single starting point that can go in a lot of wild directions, but those wild directions all reconvene on the same singular point, and it happens a bit too soon.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
You know, I'm gonna try sucking up.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
I am new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are out there.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
Oh my god.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Yeah, we'll just work down in order, so I guess Type A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
You can also try to punch him after if you want. You know, I'll try that, even though it's gonna horribly fail.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades.
I'm not gonna try and save Scum getting a successful dice roll on like a 10+% chance or some shit. Wait, what? Who exactly are the Maun?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Mao.
Mahoon is a derogative term for first world people of Gotvoldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clogs, though?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
I mean, I don't drink milk, but that's by choice. I don't see how not being able to process dairy has to be like, hey, you know, why am I even arguing this?
Colorful tassels are.
You can't get through to these kind of meatheads.
Sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
Yeah, very tolerant. That's obvious. I got it. You are Type A then, in your view.
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities.
Even just the way he pronounces certain words.
The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk.
Like, I feel like in any other game, they would, like, make them, like, kind of say these words the way that that he does. As, like, sort of, like, as, like, an obvious joke. But it's the accent combined with the fact that we've seen, like, a very diverse range of, like, accents and dialects and, like, kind of styles of speaking. That, like, I would not be surprised if, like, whoever, like, voices Measurehead here does sound like this. Right, yeah, but my point is that if this were any other game, they would lean in that too hard that, like, it wouldn't really sound as authentic. My point is that I feel like at least it's able to, like, not immediately hit you over the head that this is him pretending to be smarter than he is because this dude is just naturally accented.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains,
like, it definitely makes
makes
his character just, like, feel a lot more fleshed out compared to how other media would probably try and handle this kind of racial superiority meathead. And who are the Seminese and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde.
Yeah, Type A.
The Seminese and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
And these Seminese are?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands. I am Seminese, from the stock of Ulmuir, Ile de Fantôme.
Speaking of, this game actually has a lot of Arabic. I also recognize French, Spanish, Italian. Yeah, like, that's... Like I've already mentioned before, that, like, I do think, at the end of the day, the voice of your psyche is the star of the show. But, like, just the delightful nature of, like, all these characters comes from, like, their... Just that they did get a lot of people from, like, different parts of the world with, like, their own, like, languages and dialects. Like, I forgot to mention, like, when we were dealing with Kuno, that little shit. Like, I only remember, like what the actual way to describe it as, but the way he talks is straight up, like, the Scouse, Liverpudlian, like, type of dialect in the UK. I remember this because when I was playing Conker's Bad Fur Day on stream, I had Kaboom with me, who's Scottish. You know, he lives in the UK, and, like, basically kind of pointed out that the Dung Beetle characters in that game straight up speak with that accent, because that's like apparently in, like, British media, that's like a common kind of dialect to go for if you're wanting to, like, portray, like, a group of British people that are exceptionally rowdy. Like, that's kind of the idea behind it. And the fact that they got someone who basically speaks like that for a little shitheel like Kuno, I think is fucking perfect for that character. Like, it makes me appreciate, like, him more, even though I know full well in universe I hate his absolute fucking guts. Anyway, about the Areopagites.
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ilmaran to Ansuland. Thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun Occidentals discovered this place.
You know, I think would also kind of lead back into what I was talking about, where if this character was done by any other game or media, they would, like, hammer it, like, way too hard that it would become lame, is if every time he's going on about lactose intolerant, he also just has, like, a glass of milk on hand. You can tell that everything he says is bullshit. Yeah, just... It's so bullshit in a way where it's like... I'll fully admit, my brain starts to, like, feel like it's glazing over what he says. Because it is so real, just the way he's talking about this shit. It sounds exactly like what would happen if you actually met any of, like, these race supremacist fucks in real life, you know? I mean, you made the joke last time. You can obviously tell which subreddits he subscribes to. Like, that is totally real. Just the thing that still sticks out in my head of just highlighting the ridiculousness of it all is how, like, not being able to process dairy is like an inherent flaw in your race.
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged.
Dude's just fucking nuts.
Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Nature didn't want to make more. If they were gonna end up like this fuckstick.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
I don't like where this is going.
To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an distinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen.
Well, you've never been called mud-colored before. Yeah, I can only imagine how fucking frustrating that would be. There's already enough bad derogatory comments made in our world about the color of people's skin. Mud-colored's definitely a new one I've heard.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination.
Measurehead's old school. He includes the Irish in his racism. God.
And smoking the
Irish. Fucking Irish can't catch a break, man. Oh my god, just... Oh god, that's why he said it just goes into... And for eating potato.
The Koiko, the
you fucking goddamn it.
Are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacholiers, you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Really? Only 82,000?
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Go away, stupid political thoughts. Oh god. Pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive chessplayer.
God. That revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zaraz written potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal.
This motherfucker's just gonna keep going.
A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Alright, then I guess the C through F race culture to pederasty then.
Tips the F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic.
What he's trying to say is basically how come these people fight
They
for their
are
rights? What the
tortured
fuck?
creatures
Yeah.
waiting to be put to sleep. Your
Yeah, sounds like a
morbid
white
interest
supremacist
in
talking about
them
anyone that isn't them. Chimeric experiments.
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man.
Okay.
Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
That's yeah, that's like a choice word to land on for describing that particular union.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
I feel like after that last paragraph, Kim is probably doing his best to keep himself composed.
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Well, I'm already this deep in to getting red pilled by this fuck. Like, these basically been just like shoving the pills down my throat the whole time. Might as well finish.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and Grad servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman or Koika.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Seems like he's really afraid other people choose to fuck. Yeah, he's basically afraid of anyone just, like, being allowed to choose to, like, consensually have sex. So, now that we've been through all the types, just this fucking nightmare spiral, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you help me get that body down if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am. He concludes.
God.
I am worried.
Yeah, this is a really dangerous tightrope we're walking here, just to. I can back off. Well, I mean... Okay, so that's... Temporary research bonus. Factual memory returns. Breakthrough imminent.
Lost. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
We still need to get into the hub.
Yeah, I'm gonna save. Or...
Lonesome.
Oh yeah,
Long
this
way
one.
home.
You can beat him up later.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then, past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Loading cap for perception, raise to 5, speed gives 1 psi. Okay. Cool, now we just gotta wait as Mazovian socioeconomics, which I gotta say, I didn't make mention of it before, but I'm pretty sure the name of Krasmazov is like this universe's parallel to Karl Marx. I take it that's the joke. Alright, let's quick save that. Alright then, so I guess... Definitely think about what else to do with Measurehead, or if there's... Yeah, no, I'm gonna do some more looking around up here before calling it a night. Like, I'm probably not gonna go for, like, 3 hours total like I did last night, just because of, again, like, kind of like the crash was a bit of a downer. Now I can ask the lorry drivers about the drugs. Okay. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Alright. Who's this big guy?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Yeah, that's cops, alright, but... I still... Even though I know I am technically a cop and I'm doing cop work, part of me, because of my massive hangover and loss of memory and identity, I don't feel like one, so I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of a cause are we talking about, though?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like,
Oh.
why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say, a really big race theorist guarding a button? Oh, I am so taking this.
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
Oh, fuck off.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
You know what? Fuck it. That's actually what I'm gonna do right now. Let's take a shot at him. Because again, like that particular option, that's a white check, so I still get at least like more than one chance.
Your race descent has
yeah, it
only
is.
worsened since the
Okay,
last
yeah, it was
assault.
actually less than
You
10%.
have really let yourself go.
All right, here goes. Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding?
Like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break.
Holy fuck, I don't even know my own strength sometimes.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you.
Oh.
In the distance.
Oh.
the sounds
Oh, man.
of the harbor are
Do it,
falling
pick the
silent.
kick. I haven't even gotten to the option yet to pick the kick. I don't even know what other options there are.
All you hear is a small gurgling sound.
I mean,
Trickle of
oh, but I could rip into him with a right hook, though. Okay, no, you know what? This is all coming back to me because, like, I'll already admit, I've seen the GIF. I've already seen people fucking showing that GIF of doing a 360 flying roundhouse kick in this fucker's face. I know this is what everyone wants me to do. And because I know what it looks like, I'm gonna go my own way. Nah, see, you're still tempting me to go the other. Like, is there any legit different outcome for choosing to hit him with a right hook versus a kick? I have to do the kick. Like, it goes. So you are assuring me that going for the 360 flying spin kick isn't just for the visuals of doing it. There's a deeper benefit to doing it besides just what GIFs on the internet have already shown it to be. God, it's like... And the frustrating thing is, even if I wanted to go back and pick any of these, I have a feeling that the next time I, like, reload and try that skill check again, I'll probably fail it. There's a bad outcome if you don't. Oh. Alright, then. Here goes! Oh!
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno!
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
What?
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Okay. So, I'm definitely going to ask right now just to know for sure. Just explain to me in detail. Why was that, in all instances, the correct choice as opposed to just doing a right hook? Like what is the actual bad outcome that goes from finishing him off in a different way? Can't believe it worked. I can't believe it either. Like, I asked a dude rallying these strikers, like, for any tips about how to, like, beat up a big burly race theorist. Big in the right hook, he grabs your hand and you get a game over? You fucking shitting me. For real? Oh my god. What a dick move.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were
Oh,
reckless.
okay.
Should have just punched him in the throat again.
I mean, I was thinking that too, but apparently people are telling me that I would have ate shit and died for it. For real, man, happened to me. Okay.
Let's talk about our right to work.
So, who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights.
Oh, wow.
To work, to be useful.
Just,
Not
the luck
toys
of
for
pulling that
corporations.
shit off. Oh, man.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy.
Yeah.
Because they were given a job to do!
Stream saved after the PC crash. Yeah, really looking like it. Kind of had like a down moment on the technical end of things, but then the game had to like give me something amazing against all odds.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Yeah, no shit, something's off.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask. Where exactly are you fucking from?
What's it to you?
I thought you looked real familiar for a second there.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? Frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I might have been there.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
What exactly is your goal here, then?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the
Main
entrance.
gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. But try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
Oh yeah, I
don't
dealt with
mean
him.
the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, you can't get by Measurehead? I got by Measurehead. I kicked him in the face.
Yeah. I saw your ballerina moves up there. In a real fight, these acrobatics will get you killed faster than a bullet. You caught him off guard. That only happens once. Now he's alert.
I mean, that's
standing
fair.
on
It
a
was an
bridge,
8% chance.
And my men are tired and hungry.
I mean, if you considered storming in, like, all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Alright. Aren't you glad you knocked out Measurehead after all the dumb shit he said? Yeah, I am. For sure. Oh, what's that? Do I see? Money! I mean, it's a fucking small-ass pittance, but it's something. Oh, shit. I'll be honest. I think I kind of want to actually call it for tonight. Just trying to come down from that high. Just like pulling off that shit. Just roundhouse kicking the fuck out of Measurehead. Against all impossible odds. Just, oh fuck, I'm gonna remember that for some time. Probably need to like make a highlight of that as well. I mean, I'd clip it, but like honestly, I'd be I'm so bad when it comes to like trying to make clips of stream moments as they happen, because it's like I'm trying to play the game. Why would I also have like the Twitch player like open at the same time and try to do that? I got scared, you fucker, because of the choices fucking you over there. I mean, I feel kind of bad if I realized that was a game over and it meant that my chances of successfully punching him like failed repeatedly. But at the same time, if I did fuck it up at the last moment, I probably still would have found it funny, because I would have just gone and done something else. But now I see why everyone loves that part. I see why that shit is a GIF. Because that's literally the correct way to do things. Just... Jesus fucking Christ, what a game. The thing with Disco is that failure is funny. Yeah. Like, I already got that impression immediately, like, when I failed the first speech check with that girl in the hostel. The one where I said, I want to have fucks with you. Yeah, that was definitely good. I'm gonna need to look through the VOD and kind of, like, isolate that moment afterwards and turn it into a highlight. Just so people know. That, just the stupid-ass luck of managing to pull that off. Mm-hmm. Definitely. I even decided to just pull myself together and be like, you know, I felt good after getting back through all of Joyce's, like, dialogue, even if it meant having to, like, skip half of the stuff that I had already listened to the first time. I made the stream work. You goddamn right I did. I made it work somehow. And the game rewarded me for my persistence. And you know, better yet, this actually makes me feel a little bit better about continuing to play this as long as I can, at least until I reach the end of day 1, just so I can get to that moment you're talking about. And then ultimately decide from there if that's where the stream playthrough ends, and then I either continue it on my off time, like immediately, or I save it for a bit later, since there are obviously other games I'm wanting to kind of get into in the meanwhile. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. Thanks again for hanging out during this whole thing, Wrath. Definitely appreciate it. This will resume Saturday, which will, yeah, it'll be more of this combined as well with me, I guess, just like talking about what I think of Bayonetta 3 after playing it for like the first day. Nothing like spoilery or anything, but just something to kind of talk about, since I'm generally gonna like avoid kind of posting my more formal thoughts on Discord, like in the specific channel, until I have gone deep enough in that I can basically give my thoughts in there and see where everyone else lies on it, because I've been doing what I can to kind of like not pay attention to like what the people we know have been seeing of the game in previews, or in some cases playing the game early and emulating and all that. But I'm looking forward to that all the same. See you on Saturday, man. And the rest of you at home, take care of yourselves. Later.